Okay, so it's time to get going with the realness of a big thing for me is painting is like, for me, a safety mechanism that kicks in where my commitment to holding and following aliveness in my life starts to wane a little. The soul feels a little bit sick, a little bit lost. It doesn't necessarily mean that anything's wrong. Yeah, okay, creative types, repetition, routine, feeling like being on a wheel, not having time to check in, not having that alone time, not having that space of reflection. I know how to cultivate these things. I'm always wrestling with how can I just really honor that pull and that flow and at the same time film it and share it. But I'm really willing to give it a go. Nothing's ready. I don't know where I'm going to paint at the moment. It's all a bit chaotic, but it's begun, and this burning away in the background is going to help. Let's get going. So I've decided that I'm going to paint outside in the sun. I don't normally paint in full sunlight, so this is potentially something I'll regret. In the garage here is like where paintings are being kept. So in here are, oh, here we go, here's one I got out, like different paintings, some that are finished and some that are not finished. There's a couple that I'm going to open up. Okay, so we're kind of set up here. It's really interesting when you see I photograph my paintings a lot in the different stages, because I feel like when you look at a photo of the painting, it can show you another dimension beyond what you just see with your eyes. In my experience, even just a little bit of painting, dabbling, playing in the space of instinct just means that I'll be in a better mood and more playful in the other areas of my life. I could analyze that and be like, it's because my inner child. Honestly, I don't know. Some days I feel like I do know, and on those days I'll be making videos about those knowings. But in this moment, I just feel really like I could cry, but I'm not going to, because that would sabotage this moment where I get to squeeze out some color. So, okay, I'm gonna click on so you can kind of follow along. I regret this blue, but I choose it anyway, because I'm like, I'm gonna find a way to work with you. There's a theme I start loosely thinking about secret spaces in the psyche. I think about lamps and light shining through petals of flowers that are like lights, that are like signs, that are like trails. It's vague, but it's starting to crank up in the background. But maybe what I'll do now is I'll turn off so that I can actually get into the painting, and then I'll share with you when I've come out. Hello again. I think you can see there's been some yellow. Let me show you a bit more. So this acidic yellow again is a bit of a difficult color to work with. That's why I like it. And today I'm really liking it. And then I'm just about to go in with this kind of, I don't know what this is, but I'm very into this blue, chalky blue. Sometimes I think it's like a party, and it's like everyone's grooving, having a nice time, and then like this guest arrives. Everyone's a bit like, okay, and it changes the whole ambience, and there's nothing to do but go with it. And then probably another guest will arrive, and it will change again. That's a new way of me thinking about it. So basically yellow was having the time of its life, and then this blue's come along, and the blue really affects the yellow. So it suddenly got a bit green, and I kind of missed the yellow. I don't remember how it got green. Can't even see any green paint. But probably because blue parties with the yellow. But yeah, it's got a bit of a tropical feel, which is quite nice. But I also just feel like the green is going to get challenged a bit more. But yeah, I feel more peaceful. Suddenly aware that it's lunchtime, like past lunchtime. And so now I'll do my next bit of painting without painting. So I'll just hang out and have a snack and look at the painting and absorb it and see what it might want to say. And as a final thought about where it just came up, this reminder that through connecting with a point of aliveness through the paint is a reminder that I'm not who I think I am. I'm not this construct, this mind, this idea, this identity. Painting for me is like a point of reconnection, that there's a whole synthesis of being that is beyond what we can control, thankfully, beyond what we can control. And so to remember that I listen and flow and tune and harmonize and receive and give and just all these other dimensions of being, that's what I feel like my inner child always wants me to remember. Because if I'm out of touch with that, I'm making choices from a very rigid place, and I'm going to end up in a very rigid place. And my soul likes to feel like this movement and color and hope and possibility and joy and flow and so many things. Okay, thanks for being with me, and if you like it, let me know and I'll make some more.